Good evening, everyone. I think we can start right now because we are already on time. So this is Aynura Balakishiyeva from Space Agency of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Azercosmos. And I am thrilled today to welcome you to today's panel discussion on celebrating women in GIS, Geospatial Expertise in Central Asia. As we gather on this GIS Day, a global event celebrating geographic information system, it's truly inspiring to reflect on how GIS is transforming industries and systems and reshaping our understanding of the world. Today, we are focusing on an even more powerful topic. Yes, the role of women in this transformative field, particularly in Central Asia. This panel was inspired by the remarkable contributions women are making in GIS across the region, from mapping crucial environmental changes to using spatial data. For public safety, urban planning, women are driving some of the most innovative work in this field. However, it is also well known that women are underrepresented in GIS, and especially in technical roles. And our aim here is to share experiences, challenges, and opportunities that can inspire and support current future women leaders in this industry. As GIS technology advances and the applications have become limitless, influencing everything from climate change monitoring to humanitarian work. So in 2024, women make up just 30% of GIS professionals globally. And in the Central Asia, we are seeing positive shifts in recent years. By creating platforms like this panel, we hope to encourage more inclusive, more diverse future in GIS. Diverse perspectives lead to richer insights, and our region has a vast amount of potential and unique talent to contribute in this field. So today I have extraordinary panelists, and let me introduce these panel speakers to you. Each of these women brings a wealth of expertise and a unique perspective on GIS applications, research and leadership across the Central Asia. So let me start with Zabira. Zabira Rakhymbay. Zabira is joining us from Alidada, Kazakhstan, with a strong background in environmental GIS applications. So Zabira has been instrumental in projects that focus on natural resource management and environmental monitoring across Kazakhstan. Welcome, Zabira.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And we have Dildora Aralova from Uzbekistan, representing Forest Research Institute, Tashkent. Dildora specializes in forest and land use mapping. Her work supports critical conservation efforts and biodiversity studies in Uzbekistan. Welcome, Dildora.
Welcome. Thank you for introducing. Yes, I am Dildora and doing right now doing work mostly in forestry agency. Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for a brief introduction. And we have Dr. Nadine Sherif. Dr. Nadine Sherif joining us from Esri in Dubai. Nadine is a GIS solution architect with a passion for community-driven spatial data solutions. She has worked on high-impact projects across the MENA region and Central Asia, implementing GIS applications. Welcome, Nadine.
Hello, Aynura. Welcome, everyone. I'm really thrilled to be here with you today, celebrating the GIS Day and celebrating GIS women. I just want to say that I moved from the technical side to the business side, so I matured my skills in marketing and business development, but mainly marketing. I've been with Esri for 16 years, between 10 years in the local distributor and 6 years in my current position. And I have Bachelor of Engineering, MBA, doctorate degree, and experience with multinationals, regional corporates, and consulting companies. I've done a number of women initiatives across these countries. So I am glad to share my experience with you all today. Thank you very much for your invitation.
Thank you very much for coming. Yes, thank you, each of my panelists, for this brief introduction. And now I would like to move into our discussion, where we will explore a range of topics, from career paths and overcoming challenges to innovative GIS applications, especially across Central Asia. I'm confident that today's conversation will be both informative and inspiring, not just for women in GIS, but all the professionals and students looking to make an impact in this field. So let's quickly start for the question. I have 4 questions for each of my panelists today, and I am going to ask them one by one, and I will seek their insight on these questions. So let's get started. I will start with Zabira. Zabira, as a woman in GIS field in Kazakhstan, what unique challenges have you faced, especially in transitioning from a technical career to an executive role, including your work on startup initiatives? Please, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Aynura. So, as you mentioned, I'm shifted from the technical to the more business side. And now I'm the CEO of the engineering company, and I'm also leading the one startup in this company as the co-founder of this startup. So, the main issue is that GIS is the male-dominated field, like many STEM areas. So there is a limited female representation, especially in leadership roles. So in my cases, in engineering companies like ours, like like Alidada, I'm the a first woman as the CEO in this company. So also, my company, Alidada, also is mostly male dominated, whereas the 70% of male forced company. So, as the female CEO in this field, the main challenge that I have to mostly prove that I'm here because of my skills, not just by chance. Not I'm here like a lucky girl. Maybe in some percent, I'm a lucky girl, but in most cases, it's a more skills, more professional side. Also in Eastern culture, we know that there is a traditional biases that in Eastern culture often places men in leadership roles rather than women. So because of that, being a CEO in the engineering company, it needs more strong character. But how I'm navigating these challenges that as the Dr. Itzhak Adizes said that every challenge, every problem, it's an opportunity. And I think being a woman in STEM, what is the woman a minority group, it's an advantage for us. You can be you can allow or soft approach with charm and smile and take this opportunity for you to be a woman here. So I think that's it from my side for this question.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Zabira, for these insights. I mean, you have really, truly faced the challenges, and now you're in an executive role in a male-dominated industry, and I think this is a real big success. So thank you so much for the insight. Okay, let's move to Dildora. I'm gonna ask mostly the same question to you. Dildora, as a woman working in GIS and environmental conservation in Uzbekistan, what unique challenges have you faced in your career? The floor is yours, please.
Yeah, thank you again. Yes, this is a unique role especially for this young specialty. I mean, like GIS, it comes in our sphere maybe last 10 years, which is very fastly developing the progress, but still a few women in this technical and decision-making positions who is dealing with GIS, especially in environmental sectors. Yes, maybe we have some big progress in gas and oil industry because it's mostly like high income sphere, etc. Yes, but anyhow, in this challenging find, especially for the mentors level or like networks professionality, we have some challenges. Yes, but still. I think so. It's a future. GIS, it's a future, and woman has a dominated role for these positions. I do hope maybe last 10 years will be in high positions with women as well. Yes, but still, how I told you, the GIS it's limited still in our country because maybe not enough. Mentors, how I mentioned it before, like who is dealing and who wants to share their idea, etc. Yes, but anyhow, conducting research and implementing projects in this sphere, I do hope involving most ladies, most women, most mentors in future on this sphere. But right now, this is more challenges. This is a truly story of our sector. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Dildora. Fingers crossed, let's say, but I would expect less than 10 years. I mean, at least 3 or 5. 10 is more long, I believe. So,
Yeah, but I mean, like I've seen everything with digitalization level. Yes, for this reason, I just given like big number, but yes, this is the future. We have a lot of projects right now, like related with digitalization, is all databases related from Soviet Union, etc. Because you know all of our paper-based product and we couldn't able to use anymore. But digitalization, especially in the forestry, it's the future. We have maybe I will talk later on, not to take a long time and just to give the floor like myself. Yes, but anyhow, I will talk later on about this ongoing process, what we are doing, what we are expecting from this sphere. Yes, thank you.
thank you so much. Yeah, you are exactly right. The challenge remains the same, and we will discuss more about this one in the further minutes, let's say. And Nadine, the same follows as you as well. As a leader at Esri, how has being a woman in GIS shaped your career journey, particularly in the Middle East and Central Asia? Please.
Okay, thank you, Aynura. I would like to share a couple of slides here, just to give an idea of what the challenge that my colleagues were referring to. So Zabira was talking about women needing to prove that we are here because of our skills, not just because we are a lucky girl. And Dildora was saying that she's wishing to have more mentors. So if we go to research, quick facts, here are some quick facts about women in GIS. Globally, women occupy only 35% of GIS positions. When we narrow this down, regionally, we see the numbers estimated to be less than 20% in the Middle East and Africa. If we zoom in to Central Asia, it's about only 25% of managerial positions are filled with women. So we see that Zabira is in a very advantageous position and she can really influence the women around them and inspire them. The numbers are rising, Dildora, which is great. But what are the challenges that we go through? And this is something that I personally went through. So not having equal pay. So some companies, men and women are doing the same job and they give women a lesser pay. My advice, don't work for this company. Just walk away. Something else is women need some certifications in order to advance. In order to get promoted, you need to achieve certain certifications, or like in the case, my case and the case of Zabira, we moved from the technical side to the business side. So I needed to do an MBA. I needed to do later a PhD. So some companies do support financially these programs and some don't. This is an advantage. If you find such company, then please stick to them because they appreciate the value of learning. I am a wife, I am a mother, I am also a daughter. I have a sister, you know, I have in the Middle East, Africa, and in Central Asia, we have extended families. So, you know, the aunties, the grandmothers, and the grandfathers, they take a big role, and this is very good. This is a big advantage for our region. We have strong family bonds. So you need to make a good balance between your work and your life. In some phases of your work or of your life, family will take precedence, like, for example, during the time of pregnancy and giving birth and the first year of the child. And then you can dedicate more time to work where you can boost your career. If you want to, you know, advance, like Zabira was mentioning before, she needed to go through some certifications also and prove to everyone in the room that she deserves a seat on the table. Another challenge which I have personally faced is I was born and raised in Egypt. This is where I studied engineering and my first GIS course. And then I relocated to the USA. I went to New York to study GIS for a year and getting my master's degree. Later, I got married to a German, and I relocated to Germany. I lived in Berlin for a long time. And then when I got this job, I moved to Dubai. So it's not easy. Every time I move to a new country, I need
Yes.
time to adjust. I need time to integrate. In Germany, I needed to learn the German language and be open to the culture and integration. So these are some challenges which people don't really tell you about. Um, but going to your other side of your question, Aynura, which is how being a woman made a difference in my work, how did it help advance my career? Let's look closer. What are the characteristics of being a woman? Well, a good listener. So what does this mean in business? It means that you really understand the pain areas you need. You are very good at the needs analysis for the customer. Uh, Showing empathy is very important because, for example, in my case, this helped me create more memorable stories, which are touching customer stories, which are touching the people's hearts, so they remember them very well. To an
Yes.
extent that we created a storytelling center of excellence. We went from, you know, we every year now we are producing 10 times the number of stories that we produced since I joined the company. And also being a mother, you know, has it's a great privilege uh, to be a mother with implications that applying skills in the workplace, for example, of conflict mediation. How does this benefit in the workplace? You can help bring the team together, bring everyone closer together, and you can customize the enablement training. So that's my experience, and we have a lot of inspiring women in Esri. I just share one slide here about Laura Dangerman. She's the co-founder and the vice president of the company. Another chief scientist, Dawn Wright. She
We know her very well.
yes,
Everyone knows
she reached the
whoever in GIS industry, everyone knows them. This couple,
yeah.
very, I believe.
Yes, and then Esti Geralti, Chief Medical Officer, her work during the COVID era was fantastic with the Johns Hopkins University. Mariana Cantor, she's the Chief Marketing Officer. She quadrupled the visibility of the company in a small amount of time. And if you want to learn more about women in GIS in general, Esri has dedicated these 3 fantastic books. I encourage you to read them. It's about change makers in worldwide, including our region, so which we can talk about later. Thank you, Aynur.
Thank you so much, Nadine. It is impressive to see how Esri supports women in GIS, especially in this region. So thank you so much for this inspirational presentation. I mean, thank you. Lots of information for us, and I believe for the audience as well. So, moving to the second question, Zabira, I will start with you again. I mean, can you share experiences where your perspective as a woman brought a unique value to your work or influenced discussions in male-dominated environments? Please, the floor is yours.
So I think I don't think that it's just about being a woman, but rather about the unique skills and the perspective each individual brings to the table. However, there have been moments when my approach, influenced by qualities like empathy and the collaboration, as Nadine said, because I think being a woman in the leadership, in the management, so it's more about the empathy that you can give to the table. So, and it made a difference in a male-dominated space. For example, during a critical project discussion, I focused on finding common ground among team members, which shifted the dynamic and allowed us to reach a solution more efficiently. It's not just about gender, but about using your strengths to create value and foster a productive environment. So if we say that about being a woman, it's as I said, it's a more empathy, and also there is you need also your unique talent that gives you to be a more valuable person in the sphere. So I think that that's it.
Thank you so much, Zabira. Thank you so much for your answer. So, Dildora, your work in forestry and environmental conservation is groundbreaking, really. As a woman, we are really proud of you. What unique contributions or insight do you feel women bring to addressing environmental challenges, particularly those like impacting regional communities and ecosystems, such as we discussed nowadays at COP29? As you know, we are in the middle of the COP29 that is being held in Azerbaijan. Please, the floor is yours.
Yeah, woman. Yes, I think unique contribution is always doing the woman, especially in remote areas, especially in modern life also. Yes, in my observed point, I think women play a key role in promoting sustainable practices as well, especially for the traditional level and modern level. And because nowadays we are have a kind of barrier between um, traditionals level and modernizations, we are going faster right now, especially Uzbekistan. Maybe you will read about this. And of course, female dominant also for making the decisions. Yes, and right now we can see even the vice presidents in the level of the woman, etc. Yes, and of course, if we are talking about the environmental challenges and particularly regional communities level, this is how I told you, like. Interconnections between environmental, social, and economic factors challenged right now. But anyhow, this is the main role, how I told you, have a woman decisions making. And regarding COP29, of course, we are also, as unfortunately this year I couldn't have a chance to visit there, but anyhow, I watching every day this ongoing process, especially which is an interesting point for me, environmental conservation, especially for forestry making decisions. Yes, we are ambitious right now. I mean, like making the new roles and to make decisions. Mostly, how I told you. prime ministers, etc., visiting women, and they are given to us, especially given the new tasks related to make more greening, more reliable life for future for Uzbekistan. I think from this point, from COP29, climate adaptation and biodiversity conservation, it's more opportunity for us and fostering inclusive dialogues in this sphere, leveraging women roles in local governance and resource management. We can ensure that solutions are more representative and impactful for the greening the future in Uzbekistan. Yeah, I think my point of this, and I'm ready for answer any questions if somebody visiting there and couldn't get the point, maybe from COP29, from our ambitious role. Because why I'm talking about ambitious, we are have a task to planting 2 million type of the trees for Uzbekistan. This is the
Wow.
big and ambitious number, yes. And this is
Yes.
a big, big task for GIS because we are planning to do all of them registered. Each of the three should be registered in the GIS platform. Yes, this is the big, big, big issue in future for us. Yes. Anyhow, I do hope we will start and we will finalize this big ambitious role. This is not only talking about like this is my ambitious, etc. This is the president's ambitious who requested to work for everybody. Yes. I do hope we will see in future greenness and digital country of Uzbekistan. Thank you.
Hopefully, Dildora. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your answer. And as we are moving the questions, I'm asking question to my speakers. Please feel free to address your question each of the speaker who is here today. If you have specific question, please write them in the chat. And I see already we have 25 questions. I also cannot see them, but I can see the number. We are already 25 questions. And Nadine, I noticed, thank you so much for sharing the COP link. Whoever has no information regarding the COP29, I think people who is involved to GIS, they all know very well COP29. But for those who doesn't know information, you can find the link that Nadine currently shared in the chat. Thank you. And so, Nadine, I am moving to you, to your second question. And it's most probably will be similar the question to you as well. What unique challenges or general biases have you faced as a woman in GIS? And how those experiences contributed to your personal and professional growth? Please, the floor is yours. If you have any presentation, please feel free to share.
Yes, thank you very much, Aynura. Well, let me start by saying that no one will criticize you if you are a loser, okay? So let's take criticism with a pinch of optimism. Let's see the positive side. So you will almost always receive criticism, and what you need to do is learn how to sift quickly through this criticism, classify it. Is this envy? Is this noise, something because I am just a woman in a male-dominated industry? Or is this something that an opportunity for me that I can learn from? And if we approach criticism in this way, so we don't take it personal, don't take it into your heart, you don't let it hurt you. So that's my first advice, and that's what I personally did. And the second advice is to look around you and be inspired with the women who made it before you. So, and here I would like to share a few slides. So this is a program that we ran on International Women's Day last year. So where we recognized women from the Middle East and Africa, professional GISers, they are change makers in the geospatial industry, celebrating their achievements and connecting them and with the GIS community. So you see here 9 images, 9 pictures. Some of these images are for customers. So we have 3 customers. We have 3 CEO of distributors, Esri distributors. We have 1 academic. We have 1 partner. She's also vice president of the company. And we also have 1 colleague who's attending the panel discussion today, Pauline from Kenya. Hello, Pauline. So if you look at the career path of these women, how they develop themselves, their skills to achieve the highest positions, you will see women in infrastructure, women in academic research, in urban planning, in the government municipalities. So that's really inspiring stories. What we did to celebrate this is not to keep it only to ourselves. We launched this into a media article in a very reputable IT publication called Arabian Business and ITP.net, so that everyone can see and hear the story of these women. This year, we did Arab Women in GIS, where we also featured 9 women from Kuwait, from the UAE, from Qatar, from Egypt, from Sudan, from Lebanon, from Saudi Arabia, and from Bahrain. So also these women come at very high positions. So what did they do? It's not just a chance or opportunity, it's developing the skill, planning a career path, dedicating time for this. This is a panel discussion about Central Asia, so I cannot miss the opportunity to feature these wonderful 3 ladies. They are Elena Shevkonko. She is the president of the distributorship of Esri distributor at Central Asia. The company is called Data Plus International. The woman is 82 years old and she is still working. God bless her. Her daughter, Yulia Bistrova, is the director of the company based in Kazakhstan. And the grandchild is Ekaterina Bistrova. She is the deputy director. This picture was taken not in any place. It was taken during the Esri user conference that is held every year in San Diego. This is the biggest GIS community gathering where you have more than 20,000 people come in person and 20,000 online. This was a special celebration of the book launch Women GIS, which I featured before in my slides. And this woman, Elena, was featured as one of the change makers in the book. If you look closer, this is not any company. Data Plus International is managing a large territory of 7 countries. So Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, Azerbaijan, and Armenia. So for 30 years, these 3 generations of women, they nurtured the GIS marketing and they raised the awareness. They worked with GIS professionals, they worked with universities, they introduced ArcGIS, and now it became the standard of leading field of economy and other disciplines in order to successfully grow the business in Asia. If I go through just some slides, here is an example of from South Africa where they launched a book about South African women in GIS. Here's another program from Egypt where they feature their women experts saying, "You are a star, keep shining." Another example from Lebanon where they dedicated a website for the women movement and recognizing and celebrating the achievements. We also have partner organizations like the African GIS Women. Many activities are going around, so please look around, choose any organization that is nearby, connect with the GIS community. This was step number 1. Get inspired by the stories, sit and learn. That's my first thing to do. Thank you, Aynura.
Thank you so much, Nadine, for sharing all these resources with us. I mean, everyone today is here can take note, and they should definitely what you are talking about, because these are very insightful links that you are sharing with us right now. And I think if people have specific questions, please feel free to ask here. If not, you may later on this panel discussion, reach out to Nadine or one of us. We will be happy to answer your question and see how we can support you. Yes, and we have third question, and I will start with Zabira. Zabira, having been involved in numerous engineering and environmental projects in Kazakhstan, how has your experience as a woman influenced your approach, particularly when collaborating with private companies? Please, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Aynura. For this question, I wanted to answer from the flexibility side. So, being a woman in engineering projects has taught me the importance of the flexibility, especially in environments where everything needs to be done quickly or often yesterday. So, first of all, I want to say the flexibility from the part of the building relationships. You have to focus on understanding the unique perspective of your colleagues and adapt your communication style to foster trust and the collaboration. The second side of the flexibility when you're facing the complex challenges. In this case, being an open-minded person, considering unconventional or innovative paths that might not initially be obvious. And the third side of the flexibility, it's in the managing team dynamics, balancing different options, ensuring that all voices are heard, listen, all the opinions. It helps to lead the stronger and the more sustainable project outcomes. So I think in my opinion, the mostly important thing is the flexibility in managing the engineering projects in private companies or in the maybe in every sphere in the Central Asia. The flexibility is the first.
Thank you so much, Zabira, for this question, answering my question, because what I was thinking when you mentioned flexibility, yes, when there is a woman, we can talk about the flexibility, the empathy, you know. So that's the definite answer I would seek for my question. Thank you so much. And as for you, Dildora, could you please share a specific GIS project where, from your experience, that could serve as an inspiration for women in GIS, and everyone can hear here right now?
Yeah, this is the how I told you, news fair, and we have a lot of opportunities right now. I am happy that I selected this kind of subject and happy to contribute right now. Especially, I just tell you the truly because we are from developing country, and for GIS, they paying even more right now. Yes, compared to other jobs, maybe. Yes, I selected always like kind of jobs related to do remotely, mostly like, let's say, you may sit at home and to prepare all reports related with GIS tasks or with remote sensing, etc. This is the more opportunity for us, especially for the woman who is not always flexibility. It's from my experience. I always making. I mean, like I'm not fixing person like to go every day 9 o'clock at the work and to be on time. Like yes, some issues, etc. But anyhow, this is a more opportunity, more flexibility, like you may select, and mostly currently, even like this fair is more opportunity to Central Asia. Even you may work for 5 Istans, like for Turkmenistan, for Kyrgyzstan, etc. You may prepare for them any kind of job like making remotely using with remote sensing and to prepare any kind of data related with environmental issues, with forestry, with rangelands, etc., etc. Yes, what I know in this fair, but the GIS for every sector right now is GIS. Even right now, if you are going to the outside without maps, you may not able to go for the next street. Even like we are more dependent right now from these issues. Anyhow, I think this is a kind of experience, and what we are doing, especially from this idea, I join it right now, resilient project, which is the investing money comes from the World Bank. It's a very big project, more than $150 million, and main issue right now to create very big platform where we are want to making the networking between transboundary countries, transboundary management issues related with forestry, related for ecosystem stability, etc., etc. Even even only for creating the one platform related with GIS, with making the kind of big platform related with all issues, especially like uh, uh, to contribute like how much trees we are established or planting each years and how much carbon dioxide sequestered from this project. These kind of issues will be adding in our platform, and all of them based on the GIS technology, all of them based on the GIS maps. Yes, and this kind of issue, how I told you, even one part of our platform will be like preventing fire issues. This is the more important for right now because the countries without any technologies wants to make kind of decisions, and fire as well. We couldn't have a lot of like we are not Amazon, etc. I mean, like in the level of the forestry, but anyhow, the main problem is the fire right now in these countries as well. Yes, kind of project, and how I told you, especially this is a big project where I involved with small projects, what I talked before, I have each month somewhere, especially in Uzbekistan. This is the future, this is everything. I think the GIS, it's for everybody, I do hope. Yes, that's all from my side.
Thank you so much, Dildora, for sharing your experiences in this project. Appreciated. Nadine, if I say here, Esri is the biggest GIS software company, I think everyone here would concur. So Esri emphasizes innovation in GIS solutions. And how do you think, as a woman in GIS, including yourself, contribute uniquely to areas like marketing, business development, client engagement, and what programs, mentorship opportunities, or resources do you think Esri could offer to better support pursuing technical and leadership roles for women? Because here today, I'm sure everyone is interested the offers from your side. So please let us know. Floor is yours.
Thank you, Aynura. Again, I would here share a couple of slides just to talk about what the company does. So I have over 20 years of business experience, but my experience in GIS or my experience with Esri spans for 16 years. So during these 16 years, we managed to boost the Esri regional positioning. We were categorized by Arabian Business, which is a media partner of us, as being listed upon the top 10 IT companies in the region, so Middle East, Africa, and Central Asia. And this is a huge achievement. How did we achieve this? We achieved it through developing a storytelling center of excellence, through working with influencer marketings, programs, and developing media partnerships like the publications I was referring to. but also by enabling our distributors. So if we at Esri have some knowledge, we don't keep it to ourselves. We disseminate it to the distributors through systematic and regular training enablement programs that we hold every year in our Dubai regional office. And this year, every year, by the way, we have our distributor from Central Asia join this program, and they share their best practices. So we found that being a monologue, I just sit down and I tell the distributors something to learn is not helpful at all. So we do it in a very interactive way. We give them exercises and they work on it. They come and present. And from this, we develop best practices. So if Zabira found a shortcut to success in her field, then she will share it with us and we would imitate it or we would customize it. What would work in our region, what doesn't work in our region, and so forth. And we also share the plans. Some of these distributors have small teams, so it's very difficult for two people just to, brainstorm and get new ideas or evolve beyond a certain limit. But if you sit in a room filled with 14, 15, 20 people of specialized experts, then suddenly we say two minds are better than one, so how about 25 minds? And we also have support from the region, the general manager of the region. We get experts from the head office of the company, and we mix all this together in order to get the best results.
Thank you so much, Nadine. We appreciate, and maybe after this session, if you don't have that much time, people can reach out to you for more further information. And what we see here in the chat, there are already questions, and thank you for sharing each of our speakers and myself LinkedIn profile as well. You can reach out us from there easily. So Zabira, moving to the last question. What advice would you offer to young women interested in GIS, especially those navigating barriers in this industry?
Thank you, Aynura. My advice to young women interested in GIS is to believe in yourself and your ability to succeed, even in a male-dominated industry. Yes, there are a lot of challenges. During my TechWomen mentorship, I realized these challenges are universal. We are united by challenges, but divided by distance. Don't be afraid of challenges. They are opportunities to grow. We need to focus on building our skills, seeking mentorship, and then networking with professionals who inspire us. Remember, your unique perspective and the determination can bring real value to the field.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Zabira. I think we will all listen to this advice. Thank you. Dildora, coming to you. What guidance would you give to young women who aspire to build careers in GIS but encounter obstacles along the way?
Yes, I think currently this subject has more opportunity to receive first of all for young generation master degrees or bachelor degrees from abroad. This is the more important thing. Always I recommend it for a young ladies go abroad to receive this subject, especially in Austria, in Germany, is open and provided scholarships for, especially in GIS technology. Yes, this is kind of networking available, and I know so many students already enrolled, already received the master degrees. This is the master degrees, especially Erasmus is more popular and more reliable and more easily with more funds they receive this kind of scholarship. Yes, I first my recommendation this one. The second one is related with GIS career, but right now I think how I told you Central Asia, especially Uzbekistan, is also given the opportunity for this fair. They already provided the GIS specialty, which is mentioned on the, not like ICT person. They mentioned GIS specialty offered for their job. Yes, and from also from the point of recommendations, I really want to see the ladies with PhD degrees in this fair. I know this is little bit tough because we are from Central Asian person. We are thinking differently, like not European. Anyhow, this is a good school. If you receive the abroad, I am totally sure you will receive international level jobs in Uzbekistan, in Central Asia, in Kazakhstan, related FAO, related with UNDP, etc. I truly recommend for everybody to select this kind of subject, to be like geodesies, to be like GIS specialist, to be like remote sensing for biodiversity, remote sensing for environment, etc., etc. Yes, this is my recommendations. If any person is from Uzbekistan or Central Asia wants to see themselves in abroad, especially in this subject, I am happy always to help them. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, Dildora. You are very right. Education is important, especially for the women, and especially in this region, in Central Asia. And Nadine, now I would seek your advice. What would you share with young women interested in GIS, particularly those facing challenges advancing within the industry?
Okay, so this is my last set of slides.
We are happy to see them.
Thank you, Aynura. So the first advice from my point of view is to connect. So it's that the combination is connect, learn, and get inspired. So first one is connect. So join a women's community in your country. Join a LinkedIn group like the Central Asia Link group. I put the link on the chat. Please feel free to communicate with us, but do it from the heart. What it's meaning when you go to meet some people for the first time, don't go in with an agenda that oh, I can connect to this person so that they can get me a job, or I can get published an article, or because it's fake and people feel it, and it's a huge turn off. So number one, connect with people. Just be interested in what they are doing, be interested in what they are saying, and try, maybe take a deep breath or something. Don't try to sell yourself. So be interested, not be interesting. So this is my first advice. Number two is, my second advice is, like Dildora said, learn. So learning, don't stop learning. This is like should be your mantra throughout your entire life. In any phase, when I was technical, I was learning technical. When I was business, I was learning business. I'm still learning a little bit of technical. But the thing is, in the beginning of your career, so this is especially for the ladies who are in the beginning of their careers or trying to join this geospatial industry, something I see a fatal mistake that from the young generation is that they take, like the book title or the big headline from a magazine or an article, and they repeat it, and they think they know it all. No, you don't. And this can easily be figured out during an interview or even on a panel discussion or on a casual chat. So if you want to be specialized, if you want to become an expert, choose one vertical and know everything there is to know about this vertical. So know it all, be the go-to person in this area. And this way you can connect. People will come to you because you have the super skills in this area. Also, don't be afraid to say, I don't know. There are things that you know, so you give advice and you connect the people. There are things that you don't know, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with saying, I'm sorry, I don't know. This is not my area. You can go to Dildora. I'm sorry, I don't know. You can go to Zabira. There, there will be more respect for you than if you give wrong information or you try to improvise. The third advice is get inspired. So promote the articles where you see women, because very often I see women receive some promotion about other women and it stops there. I don't know why they feel like a little bit embarrassed to share them or not so encouraged to share them. They feel, it's another article. No, if you have promotion about women article, please share it. It's good for you. It's good for the whole industry. It's good for the GIS community. Adopt any initiative in your country from the many examples that we have all shared here today. And just if you have any inspiring stories, also share with us on the LinkedIn group, because this will help us and we can shed the light on them. Just on the learning aspect, I would like to share some resources. We have the Central Asia and Caucasus GeoPortal, where you see different customer stories from Kazakhstan. You see also, for example, the story about the cadastre system in Azerbaijan, the climate analysis on Almaty transport network. You know, this is a great resource. Another fantastic resource is the Middle Eastern Africa and Central Asia regional page. There will be a map of distributors, so you can get connected to the Esri distributor immediately. You find out about the focus industries that Esri is focused on this year. And you can see every month we have different customer stories featured. We also have the updated events, so and media coverage. What is the media saying about the work of Esri? Another resource for education is the MIA education page, which you can reach also from the MIA portal, which in the previous slide. So you get programs, free educational programs, GIS programs for schools and for universities. You can benefit if you are a student, if you are a teacher, if you are a researcher. So Dildora was working on research, and you know, this would have been maybe one of the platforms that she could have used, accessing the same ArcGIS software that is being used by the government agencies, the NGOs, and the business. And for Central Asia, we also feature a memorandum of understandings with universities. The latest one was done with Al-Farabi Kazakh University. So we are really proud of this one. And the final resource I would like to share with you today are the free training courses and webinars that we do at Esri. So anyone can have access to these resources for free, completely free of charge. The MOOC, we talked about basic GIS skills, we talked about imagery, we talked about digital twin, remote sensing. Geo AI is now on the rise. So this is the marriage of geospatial and artificial intelligence. Everyone is talking about AI. So I see Mehmet is sharing some links about some MOOCs also.
Yes, he does. Thank you.
And our distributors, Data Plus, are also sharing constantly about free webinars. So you can attend free courses, you can attend webinars for free. And there are also, for the Esri UC that is held every year in San Diego, there are like student assistantship programs, you know, many opportunities for free, just for grabs. If you are interested, connect with me, connect with Mehmet, look at these slides again, and we would be really more than happy to help you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nadine. Thank you so much. I mean, I see everyone in the chat are getting excited receiving these resources from your side. And really, thank you so much, Nadine and ladies. These advices are invaluable, as for myself and the ladies who are currently young and they're in GIS industry. So now I see we don't have that much time, but I would love to open the floor for the questions. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your time here now. Ask the questions and hear the answers from these experts. So I would love to check the chat. If I miss anything, please feel free comment if I'm missing something. I will start from the beginning. Let's see what we have. Yeah, we have compliments here. Thank you so much. And yes, see the questions. Okay, let's see. Yeah, for free resources. Nadine, thanks. You already shared the links for GIS Day. And we have, yes. Let's see the questions. Yes, please feel free to ask question in Azerbaijani, Turkish, Russian maybe. We have translators here, no worries. So yes. Let's see the questions. Am I missing anything, guys? Please feel free to add me. Okay, here are the thanks for the panels. And I received them on behalf of all the organization team and my speakers. I have a question here. Question, yeah, is coming
Can
from.
you hear me? Or
Yes.
sorry. Yeah, hi everyone. Yes, my name is Gulnur Holmurzayeva. Yeah, I have entered to this meeting just to support my team. How to say, my friend and colleague Zabira, and I want to say just the RJS Pro and everything, like all Esri solutions are helped us to improve our JS skills back in our bachelor and master degree time. So I just want to say happy JS Day, and I'm very happy to see that we have a lot of JS specialists all around the world, and like more ladies. It's like I'm really happy to see all of that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gulnur. Happy to hear from you. Thank you so much. So no question, just appreciations. Thank you so much. So here I see a question in the chat. We have Azer Shamilov. It is a gentleman who is addressing a question like it's a survey. The question regarding one survey that is held on 2014. It says gender survey online for more than 1,100 GIS specialists. Okay, have you personally encountered sexism while working in GIS? And almost half of the women answered yes. So sad. And it was more than 10 years ago. So I think has emerged in 10 years. Yeah, his question is it changed that much in 10 years or not? I hopefully to hear from my experts here. Personally, for me, as a expert working at the Space Agency of the Republic of Azerbaijan, although we are a male-dominated company, I never faced sexism, thanks to God. So I would love to hear from you, ladies, who would like to answer first. Nadine, maybe you can go.
This is a very male-dominated industry. We already established this fact, and research proved it. So if you you need to acknowledge that you need to work harder than everyone else to get a seat at the table. But if it gets if you get criticized over and over only because of you being a woman, then you need to leave this company. That's my advice. If it gets too much.
Certainly. Thank
And
you so
look
much.
for another employer who treats women with more respect, who supports their educational journey, and who is willing to promote them. And just be prepared to push the envelope every now and then, break some glass, you know, do one big achievement to have under your belt. As Zabira said it in the beginning, you are here for your skills, not for your looks or for your lucky charm.
Yes. Thank you so much, Nadine. And Dildora, Zabira, you want to add something, or you are totally agree with Nadine?
Yeah, totally agree. There is a very important to be supported by your colleagues, by your boss, by everyone. There is a lot of challenges. You have to be prepared for that. you just being yourself and doing your job very excellent. It will be the better way.
Thank you so much. And Dildora?
Yes, same. I agree with Nadine, with Zabira, of course. Yes, male-dominated sphere, female should work hardly, deeply, and of course, nowadays a lot of sources to learn. Yes, and first of all, like in our countries, this is the barrier was before like language. I think so, but maybe how I told you, maybe last 5 years we will learn more English language compared to Russian. Maybe I do hope because this is the very fast going issues and to learn languages, to learn programming languages, this is the perfect way. I do hope they will find themselves very, very fantastic if they're doing this job, especially for learning GIS, learning with Python, learning with some free available apps. Yes. And they may easily find the job and they may easily, how is it called, market-oriented specialists will be in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dildora. And I see one question from Pauline Rukani on the chat. Let me voice the question so we can see the answer. How can I convince policymakers in my country as a woman to fund GIS-related projects, considering that they do not understand the benefits of GIS and they have no knowledge about GIS? GIS is underrated in my country. So something like that, and I lost question. Something, yeah, something happened. Yeah, I just lost question. It was regarding how he pursued, how she can pursue his government or his country leaders to give more funding for GIS related projects. It was something like this. I just lost the question. Yes.
I think
How did other
yeah.
women manage to be heard in order to get funding? Yeah, that was the ending of the question. Please,
Yeah, it's
Zabira, you have the answer.
yeah, it's also the important question now for me because I have, as I said, I have a startup, like a ITGIS based startup. So in that case, you need to just do some MVP in order to show that it's a good project and it's helpful project. You have to show the main advantage for them, why this project, why they need to fund this project. So or just support this project. In that case, it's just a firstly MVP and then show the advantage.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Zabira. So I see we do not have any other questions for the time being. And if anyone had a question, please unmute the microphone and ask question directly because in the chat I cannot see any other questions.
Yeah, and I will refill some words of Zabira, especially for the Pauline. I just read your previous messages as well. Pauline, don't be like upset from this issue. I also found myself in this part of the world, like to be how I told you at the beginning of my talk. I talking about like we are from Central Asian persons and we came with paper-based data. And right now, this issue, how I told you, we are talking about the digitalizations. This country also doing Zimbabwe. I do hope you will be from this country. They will come also with this issue, face it with the same the problem in future. But from my side, I will really recommend you starting for writing some articles and to show in the level of the Zimbabwe the problem related with environmental issues, problem related with maps, etc. This is meaning like when somebody will looking for some data related with Zimbabwe, if they want to use with GIS technology, they coming firstly with your article, and you will be ready in the future for market-oriented issues. Like if somebody wants to make any projects, first of all, they coming to you and asking your ideas. And you will easily to be ready for any projects in future. Don't be upset. Just do it and just to concentrate on your brain to write some articles and adding like for ResearchGate, for Google Scholar, and just to try to find some at the beginning maybe it's hard because I know how many rejections I received at the beginning, but anyhow this is the more important issue when you starting to publishing. This is your passport for making like to understand your point of overview. That's all. Thank you. Sorry for a little bit longer my talk.
Oh, thank you so much, Dildora. I think we're happy to hear from you the insights, because this is a unique panel where each of our experts can share their insights. So we can hear it from you. Thank you so much. Any questions we have, or should I close the floor?
Just one final, I would like to add to Dildora what she said. It would be very beneficial to Pauline to also look at the models, how the neighboring countries use GIS and what are the benefits they have achieved through using GIS. And this way she can be more convincing to her government. So there are plenty of stories, and she can perhaps go to the Africa Geoportal where she can see country pages, and she can see all the work done there and try to apply the concept like Zabira was saying. What's in it for the government? What are the benefits they will achieve? How will they, shift from using paper data into digital data? How they can do interoperability between different departments? How can they save time? They save money. So many things to talk about in this area. So learning from others and neighboring countries is something that her government team can learn from and relate from much more than if we talk about cases in the US, for example.
Yes, certainly. Thank you so much, Nadine. I'm sure that Pauline will listen these advices, and if further you have any question or support, dear Pauline, please feel free to ask each of us. I'm sure we will be happy to support you on this journey. Thank you all for joining us today and contributing to such an inspiring conversation. This panel really has demonstrated that the power of GIS extends far beyond technology, and it is about the people who drive innovation, bring unique perspectives, and create impactful solutions for the world. As women in GIS, we are shaping not the future of this field, but also the way communities perceive and interact with space and data. Yes, that's what we do. Let's continue to support each other, mentor future generations, and push boundaries to ensure that our voices remain strong in this ever-evolving industry, GIS. And together, we are not just mapping the world, we are transforming it. Not to forget that. Okay, thank you so much, and let's keep leading the way forward. Thank you, everyone.
Happy GIS Day for everybody, especially for Nadine, for everybody, for every ladies who is dealing with GIS, who is dealing with remote sensing. It's your day. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Happy GIS. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.